Morning, everybody. Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments for Thursday, February 4th. Well, bounce back up in the overnight trade. We've got the wheat, corn, and beans up roughly around 2 to 3 cents. The meal market up $1, and the soybean oil up around 5 to 10 points. Largely for the wheat, corn, and beans. We continue in somewhat of a sideways, range-bound trade with basically non-bullish news, but once again not also able to go and break the market much. Every time we kind of put the market on the ropes to kind of find a way to fight our way back. Go over 6 things real quick here, which I think that the trade's going to be watching here over the very near term. Number 1, we had CONAB of Brazil come out with updated corn and bean production numbers. They lowered their bean production from their previous number, but they're still over 100 million tons. They raised their corn production number from 82 to 83 million tons. So they remain quite sound with a production potential, along with good weather, and also with Argentina pretty much in the same boat. Good crop progress and good weather. Number 2, we're going to have our weekly export sales coming out here shortly. Once again, those have been a non-bullish event, running behind where the USDA is currently forecasting. We'll see what type of numbers we get here versus the world competition that's been kind of squelching our potential to expand those numbers. Number 3, we're going to get a Canadian stocks report coming on out here also at 7:30. That's projected to be somewhat adequate supplies, both in production and stocks at this current time. So once again, they, like us, are not really running out of grains, of which number 4, Tuesday of next week, we're going to have a USDA report. Trade is coming out with estimates. We're still looking at unchanged, maybe higher carryout numbers versus where we were a month ago. So once again, that remaining somewhat of a non-bullish event. Number 5, it looks like the only thing that kind of keeps us a little bit on the supportive side in here is the fact that we still have the trade on commitment of trades report, and that's short wheat, corn, beans, and meal, but long the oil. We'll get an updated commitment of trades report coming on out tomorrow, and it's those shorts that are seemingly getting picked on, even though we have somewhat of a non-bullish environment from those past 4 points that I just pointed out. And then finally, number 6, we'll see how this goes going forward in here. We had somewhat of a big juggernaut in the U.S. dollar yesterday, and we'll find out going forward in here if the dollar is going to continue to weaken. If that's going to be the case, that should have some type of psychological support to grains, oilseeds, and commodities in general. But once again, the first 4 points in here, USDA report, the business, the South American situation, upcoming USDA reports still remain non-bullish. And once again, even though the dollar may be trying to break in here, we still got to clean up our supplies, and that's really not happening at current price levels. Once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS. Thank you.